Hello there. It's Thanksgiving Day, and I was so inspired to share about this incredible movie we saw last night. It's called Encanto. I saw it with my daughter, and she was her idea, and it was one of the most incredible movies I have ever seen in my life. It was so rich. Like I could make about 30 videos on the deeper principles in this movie. And at the end, I had asked Gemma, which one of the characters did you most resonate with? And she said the main character. And I said, yeah, that's probably, that's a good one because she's really learning to believe in herself. This character dealt with kind of like rejection from her family, like everybody around her holding a certain mindset that really didn't resonate as true for her, or hurt her. And she had to keep finding courage and overcoming it. And finally, there's a moment where she had to really, really dig deep into her truth and into her knowing and show and stand for what she knew, right? I think we're all kind of in a moment like that. And I said, yes, she's really learning to believe in herself. And I can see that you'd resonate with that because Gemma sometimes will come into self-doubt and things like that. So she shared with me about why she chose that character. And she said, yeah, that's really true. But one of the main things in this movie was so there's like a pinnacle survival threat that happens to this one of the main characters. And this is not a spoiler alert because this happens really early on in the movie, but she's got these 3 little babies and her husband dies right in front of her. Her husband is killed. And she is just in such despair. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna make my life work? They've been kicked out of their village. And she feels completely alone and abandoned and despairing. And, you can see in the moment, it is a children's movie. So it's not, it's something anybody could see, but you could see they have portrayed this depth and, and in that moment, something magical happens and she receives this profound gift and her life begins over, from a whole new vantage point, from a whole new foundation. And she's so thankful and grateful and they live this amazing magical life. But there's this little core where she holds on to this fear that it will go away, it will be taken away. What if the magic goes? And it ends up they have this prosperity for years and years and years. And that little fear is like getting bigger and getting bigger and getting bigger. And then it comes, so each member of the family receives a gift. At a certain age, they receive a magical gift. And this main character, and this is a tiny bit of a spoiler alert, but this happens at the beginning of the movie as well. She doesn't get one. She goes through the ritual and she hasn't gotten a gift. And she lives her whole life trying to overcome this self-doubt of there's something wrong with me. And finding like immense courage. She's such a beautiful, beautiful person and love. But there comes a point when that gets turned around as well, where it's like, no, this isn't the truth, that I'm deficient in some way. And she finds a deeper truth in herself. It's one of the most incredible movies. And what it shows us though, because there is a point where they kind of like lose the magic. I guess that one is a spoiler alert too, so sorry. And she has been aware that it's gonna be something to do with her. And it's in this duality of like, do I make the magic go away or do I save the day and we keep it, right? It's like, which will it be? Will it be this way? Will it be that way? And the duality of that. But the truth is she's both and they're both a gift. It's a gift that they lost the magic and it's of course a gift that they regained the magic. And it's such a powerful way that they show the resolution of that duality. I think so many of us are living in the duality of that conditional acceptance, because then you see the characters who have these magical gifts. One of them actually really feels like, well, but there's so much pressure that I always have to be strong, that I always have to be capable. And, what if it goes away, that they're all feeling this fear? And I think it's such like and Lin-Manuel worked on this movie, and he is such an incredible, like other dimensional creator. And the music is so, so, so powerful and incredibly beautiful. I think it's really like not just a metaphor, but an example of the duality we're emerging beyond, where it's like, I have this gift, but I'm actually really scared I might lose it. Or I have this gift, but I define myself from it and, by this gift, and I feel good about myself because I have this gift. And it's like, well, who am I without the gift? Would I be a loser? Would I be rejected? Would I be unworthy? And so this is another spoiler alert, but at the end, when they've all lost their gifts, they've lost the magic, and the main character fully steps into her power, and what ends up happening is a resolution of all of it. Like, she was the way to embody the space of, I have no gift, I have no magic, but I choose to believe in myself fully. I choose to believe in love. I choose to go forward with courage. And that ignites the whole family and the whole village to like a whole new level of prosperity beyond what they ever were before. And what I saw in that was, we receive the gift in unconditionality. Right now they have those gifts, but they're not tenuous, they're not conditional, they're not the identity, they're not, I feel good about this, but I could lose it, or I'm worthy, but if I might, if I didn't have this, it's conditional, I might not be. So in the end, there's this resolution and a wholeness of, I am the gift. It can't be taken away because I've realized I am that. And that's what the main character embodies, that ends up being the gift for everyone, for all. So I think that's also another main piece, is like, the gift is you. The gift is me. The gift is me choosing to be me, even when, like the shit hits the fan and it seems like everything is lost and there is no hope and there is no goodness. And I think we've all had moments, certainly everybody listening to this had moments where you feel that, and where you've really met that conditionality and that like identity falling away, and who am I without it? So I think that's also what's happening right now on the planet. It's 2021 Thanksgiving, and I've seen so much evidence that right now in this awakening, we've got to let go of where it's good against bad and right against wrong and light against evil, and it's conditional. And I've seen that fallout in me again and again and again, where it's so painful to hold on to that and then waiting for the thing to happen to bring resolution, and finding like, no, that's not going to happen. The resolution is me. I am the thing I'm waiting for. I am the solar flare. I am the whatever that is that I think is going to happen or not happen. It's like, will I be who I am unconditionally? Will I love what is unconditionally? Will I share myself, even if it doesn't feel like a gift, unconditionally? And in the movie, it's so beautiful how they depicted that. So this is something for all of us. I think everyone should see this movie, and bring your kids to see it, and just celebrate. And maybe it won't like land with that many messages to you, but if you just let your body relax as you view it, your body will receive those downloads and that awareness of what it's really sharing. It's so beautifully done. And I think we are in the midst of this unconditional awakening. So I am willing to choose myself and shine my light. And are you? And interestingly, I wanted to add this, we do have the Be the Medicine program starting this week on Tuesday. And it really is about that. It's for, are you ready to step into the light that you are, and then let the creation happen from that space, as opposed to creating your life from the mind and from the programs and trying to, be in that duality of like, okay, let me get the gift, let me get the thing, let me, create my business, let me share my talents, which is really always going to be limited. And I know there's so many people who are ready for this, to actually be the medicine in our lives and embody our light fully and let it show us and let it create for us. And then we're like along for the ride. So that if you're interested in being a part of that, it's not just for existing practitioners, it's for anyone awakening to realize like, whoa, I'm creating my life from a whole different space of authenticity. What is that? What does that look like? What's that about? But whatever it is, I'm a yes. And so I'd love you to join me for that. It's at drkimd.com/BTM. And you can fill out the page, and If it resonates with you, I would love to see you there. All right, lots of love, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.